Hey guys, it's Jake from Guzzler Reviews, and we are at the DC Auto Show taking a look at some of the coolest vehicles that the brands have to offer. This is the 2022 Toyota Tundra Platinum, and we're going to be taking a look at it real quick in this brief walk-around review. All right guys, let's get into it. Now guys, let's talk about the exterior. Looking at this really sharp front here, Toyota did a fantastic job. I actually thought it looked a little ugly at first, but they've done really well with it now. Big LED lights right here. This Platinum has this great smoked chrome around. You have about 8.5 inches of ground clearance right here. The vehicle has some really nice off-road capabilities. In addition to that, for example, you're getting features like crawl control, which is essentially off-road cruise control, and hill descent control, where the vehicle is going to help keep the speed in check as you're descending. Let's take a look at the side. Guys, now you join me at the side of this Platinum Tundra, and there are a lot of changes. I want to talk about some of the frame changes first. Toyota has moved to a fully boxed frame. What's that mean? It's going to give you more rigidity. That's going to translate to better handling in the vehicle and better performance. That's not the only change they made to the frame. They've widened the rear frame member back there. That's going to help with stability and towing. In addition, they moved from leaf springs to coilovers. That's going to improve everything from performance to how the car feels with comfort to your towing. It's going to give you a lot more control and feel a lot better than those old-fashioned leaf springs. A few other interesting towing features now added is some of them are going to get power extending and folding tow mirrors. So a lot of people really like having the power extending towing mirrors, which only Ford really did for a long time, but now other brands are catching up. In addition, your suspension can get upgraded depending on which vehicle you get. For example, if you get the TRD, you're going to get a 1-inch lift in the front with Fox shocks. Overall, this is a very nice looking vehicle. I'm not sure what the name of this color is. However, it's pretty typical truck. One thing I wish they kept about the old Tundra was I love the old Tundra's more rounded, sleek top. Now this looks a little more generic from the side. That's one thing I would complain about on this vehicle. Let's move to the back, folks. Now we're at the back of the Tundra. This is the business end, and what has Toyota improved? Not much really when it comes to usability. You'll see the tailgate, pretty boring. In fact, Toyota and some of their press materials said the cool feature about this tailgate is that all key fobs on all trims can drop this from the key fob. That's not a cool feature when Ram has the barn doors, Ford has a full staircase that pops out, and GM is doing their whack-a-doodle-doo 7-stage tailgate. Toyota, you have to step it up here. That's the biggest thing I would say they need to fix on this truck. And I love this truck, but that's one big complaint I have. One cool feature they have back here is a power extending step down here. But you know, a lot of vehicles have had versions of that for a while now. That stuff like that isn't quite enough. You need a cool gimmick on your truck now if you're going to be selling luxury trucks. But this bed looks very nice. You have lighting in there. You have tie downs that can be slid on the rails. Post-film me is realizing I didn't tell you about the towing or payload capacity. Payload capacity is increased by, I think it's like 11% to just under 2,000 pounds. Towing capacity is around 12,000 pounds. Those are the maximums. You're going to probably be a bit lower depending on your configuration. Guys, let's talk about the engine. This one right here is a twin turbo V6 making 389 horsepower and 479 pound-feet of torque. That's mated to a 10-speed transmission, and they've done a really nice job with a lot of noise dampening material right here. It's going to keep you nice and isolated when you're in the cab of the vehicle. Now, there's also one other engine option. Yes, only 2 engine options, which is unusual in this world of pickup trucks, but they're 2 solid ones. There's one other engine option, and that is the hybrid. Now the hybrid's going to get 437 horsepower and 583 pound-feet of torque. That's working with an electric motor to give you that extra power, and a hybrid system is perfect for a truck. Toyota says the electric motor is going to help give you that extra boost while towing. It's also going to do most of the work when the vehicle's under 18 miles per hour. So that hybrid system, I'm really excited to drive that. Make sure you guys subscribe below so that you see when we have our full video come on out. All right, everyone, let's talk driver assistance, because all Tundras, no matter the trim you get, come with Toyota Safety Sense 2.5. What does that mean? It's a huge suite of active safety features standard. You're getting features like rear cross traffic alert and blind spot monitoring on a lot of these vehicles. You're getting dynamic radar cruise control with lane centering. So that's not autonomous driving, but when you're on the highway, you can have the vehicle keep you in the lane and control your speed. You're just gonna have to keep your eyes on the road and your hands on the wheel. So you're also getting pedestrian detection, and that's also going to work. Some of the systems work in intersections, so find oncoming vehicles and help you stop if you're about to turn into an oncoming vehicle and making a left turn. So they've made a lot of cool advancements, and it's really cool those features are standard. Guys, now you join me on the interior of the Tundra. We're gonna be super quick here, but they have really nice stitching. They have moved all the way up here on the interior space. I'm gonna say, feeling some of the materials, they don't feel quite as good as Ram, nor is this cabin as innovative as Ford. However, it falls nicely in between the two when it comes to innovation and quality of materials. They have fantastic lighting throughout the cabin, ambient lighting. You can choose whatever color you like for that, and this blue works really well with this upper platinum trim. They've done a very nice job with the design. They've brought in the airplane switches that we've come to see in many pickup trucks now. There are storage spaces galore throughout here and a massive center console, as we would come to expect. The seat here is very comfortable. It is both cooled and heated. I could definitely see myself driving this vehicle for a long time, and I'm very happy to see a full digital gauge cluster here. The last Tundra I saw, they only had the little 4-inch one, which was a big disappointment for me to see. And here is your center gauge. We will go through customization of one of these, you know, at a different time when we have the truck for a full review. But just looking right now, it looks pretty basic. You have a boost gauge on the right. This is the twin turbo V6. But you know what? It's good to see them move to all digital. That is a really nice feature of this truck. Guess what? The auxiliary power is on in this 1794 edition, so we're going to show you a brief look at the infotainment system. The screen seems pretty responsive as I shoot through, but there's not a lot here so far, which is a little disappointing. The really only vehicle information you get from here is just average speed, trip duration, stuff like that. So far, pretty disappointing. It would be nice to have some more vehicle info here, or just, you know, I don't know, some sort of cool killer feature. As you can see, we have a 360 view right here. The other views you can see don't seem to be up right now because the vehicle is off. You can change the vehicle color right here, which is super cool. That's a feature I've been waiting for vehicles to have for a long time. Don't know why they don't just pre-program it from the factory with the right color. Getting into the rear here, you do have all the storage you would expect. You can pull a little lever, open this up. It gives you a pretty deep little space. You could definitely put something like a backpack. Climbing into the rear, big wide door, and having those power deploying running boards is a big plus. Center folding right here. Now, I haven't seen this yet. Are there going to be nubs in here? That's the question. We love our cup holder nubs here on Gas Guzzlers. And there are no nubs and square cup holders. Toyota, you're killing me here. You're killing me. I love the little nubs because they hold your drink in no matter the size. I guess you're only going to be able to get large drinks to make sure that they fit in there, and large square drinks at that. So make sure to bring your extra large juice boxes if you're buying a Toyota Tundra. The seats back here, though, are very comfortable, and all the things that matter are done very well. Lots of connectivity. You have many ports back here. Let's see. It's a USB-C and a USB-A. We love to see the future proofing with USB-C and a full household outlet. And I'm just noticing now, cooled seats back here. That is incredible. A lot of vehicles seem to be adding the cooled seats here in the back at the auto show. That is great. And you get this wonderful lights. Did I just say lights? Panoramic roof up top. Sorry guys, there's a lot going on here at the show, but very nice rear seat. That is it for the 2022 Toyota Tundra. Thank you so much for joining us here on Gas Guzzlers. Be sure to like and subscribe for more weekly automotive content. Let me know what you think. Was I too harsh on this truck? I love this truck. I know I complained a lot in this video. Trust me, I think this is one of the best pickup trucks you can get right now. But the Tundra name, it has a lot to defend, and the competition here is stiff. This is the most competitive segment in the automotive market. If you want to play here, you have to be perfect. You can't be messing up things like a non-gimmicky tailgate. But argue with me. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments below, and give this video that sweet YouTube comment engagement. Guys, we'll see you in next week's video. Take care.